Okay, guys, like, subscribe, and share, please. All right, all the world's a stage, guys, and I'm trying to show you. This channel is about us uncovering and exposing the Luciferians that are running this whole world. I'm trying to show you this in every avenue, in all of commerce, in all of the entertainment industry, our government, local governments. There's judges, there's um, police, there's attorneys, there's everything. There's teachers, there's doctors in the government. Okay, all of the presidents are involved with this. All the Congress people that we see, those handful that we see, those 40 or 50, all of them are. Many of them are told that they have Luciferian bloodlines. So they're told your blood is part of angels, fallen angels. You're part of it. Think about that, you know. And all right. So what just flashed before you was a note that was at H.W. Bush Sr.'s, H.W. Bush Sr.'s funeral. Okay. And on that note, it says, I'm sorry, they know everything. Okay. I have below in the comments, I have a video you can click on, and it shows the Bush funeral envelopes. And what it is Hillary Clinton, the Obamas, Mark and Karen Pence, all these people that were at the funeral, past presidents and shit, Joe Biden and Jill, they all, Hillary Clinton, I already said that, they all got this folder with, like, with the program and the announcements, everything that goes with this funeral, right? And in there, they all had a little envelope. And in it, it said on there, um, I'm sorry, they know everything. And when you watch the video, you will see Hillary just looks at it and she plays it cool, but she's got a look in her face like, what the fuck? She puts it up. Of course, Michelle Obama, she looks at, she's real cool about it, just slides it back like, okay. They all knew what it meant immediately because they're all in it. They're all Luciferians. Okay? All of them. All right? There are pictures of Barack Obama when he was a kid with the Bushes. You guys, it's all one big thing. They're devil worshipping families, and they're all tied up with the CIA and all this shit, guys. That's who's running the world. Okay? So I want you to go watch the video. Click on it. I want you to see the reactions of Laura Bush. Here's what happens when they take the casket by. Of course, Bush Jr. standing up there. His wife Laura's next to him. Jeb Bush, his brother, is next to him, and then his wife's down there. What happens is Secret Service walks by and hands that same note to Bush Jr. as they're walking by with the casket. And it says it's the note that says, I'm sorry, they know everything. He hands it to Laura. Laura looks at it. That's why I want you to watch the video. I want you to understand this in the context of all this. Okay? She reads it and looks like she's about to have a fucking stroke. They gives it over to Jeb. He looks like he's gonna die. He's like, oh my god, oh shit. Because they know exactly what that means. A lot of these secret societies, Freemasons, you guys at the top of all of them, they're all Luciferians. They're all devil worshippers. They tell you once you get so high up in the organization that, well, our true God here is Lucifer. That's what we worship, is Lucifer here on the earth. That's who we worship, the angel of light, that's here to bring us, enlighten us on all, because I'll get into that in another video. But anyway, at the top of at the Skull and Bones, of course, both Bushes graduated from Yale, and they were both Skull and Bones. They make no bones about it. Okay. So they're in it. The top of the Freemasons. And what happens is, guys, a lot of these people on their deathbed, they will go tell some church elders or religious people about everything to get it off their conscience before they die. And that's what he did. And that was his way of telling them all, hey, I told them, they all know. They know everything. I told them. Sorry. That's why they didn't know what was going to come of it. Right? That's what that was. He spilled everything to them. Okay? No two ways about it. And the reason I'm showing you this, and I want you to see this and understand this, and look at how they all freaked out, because they're all in this together, guys. ruling the world, and they're all Luciferians. They all worship the devil. They've all have done the rituals and done all these things to these little children. All these famous people that we know have done this to children, and there's videos of them doing it. All of them. You don't get to that point. You can't get that high up in anything unless you go along with them. It's just that simple, guys. All right, so there's a reason I want you to know that, see that, okay? Because the organization I'm with, I've told you before, with the Gypsy case, I was just referencing that. We get information. These are over 300, more than that probably now, people all over the world. We have a database. And not only do we interview people that are Luciferians, still were before. They've denounced it. They're Christians or Jews or something now, and part of their thinking, helping their conscience, they'll tell us the way they told them. Or we've got, and like I said, we've got like church leaders that are in our group now that have told us these things, okay? And what happens is these Freemasons and these Skull and Bones and these other people, sometimes on their deathbed, they do this and they tell people, okay? They also come to us. So, when you are a high-ranking Freemason, or even like a high Scientologist, same thing. Lucifer started that. He went to L. Ron Hubbard. You write great books. Lucifer's been here the whole time, guys. I got to make a whole video on that. You write great super. You want to make some real money? Let's start a religion. That's why that happened. At the very top of Scientology, but their thing is you have to buy. You got to pay for the courses. Pay. When you get way high up, like John Travolta, Tom Cruise, and all of them, they know the deal. They're all Luciferians. They all worship Lucifer at the top. The top of Mormons, same way. When you go to the Mormon, when you go in their temple and all that, the things they're doing in there, that they do secret handshakes and they do these rituals and those are Freemason rituals. It's all the same. Lucifer came up with all of it. Joseph Smith approached Lucifer and they made up Mormonism. That main thing was about getting the 10%, the money. They're very strict about the 10%. I've known actual LDS people that left the church because they figured out it was a cult and that it was not cool. Most people don't know it's a Luciferian religion. They all are, by the way, but I'll get to that in a later one. I know people that left the LDS church, but they still pay the 10% tithe. They said, well, I just don't want to upset God. That's how bad they mind fucked them about this 10% shit. When a tithe isn't even supposed to be money, that's 10% of your crops you're supposed to leave out there for the poor people to gather. That's what a tithe is. Tithe has nothing to do with money. Don't let them lie to you to get your money. That's bullshit. Those people everyone grew stuff back then when they left 10% of their crops out there and the poor people could just come get it themselves without having to beg or anything. They left it out there for them. That was their offering for poor people. All right? That's what a fucking tithe is. All right, anyway. Damn, now I forgot where it was. Oh, so I've known people that they actually still pay, and they actually send the 10%. If they get a gift, if they win money, anything, they give every penny of their 10% to that LDS church. And the Mormons are very strict about that. Okay, that has a lot to do with that, and also control. They have a tight control over their people. Jehovah's Witness, same thing. They're all, you guys, all these high demand, they're all Luciferian. Catholic. The Pope, way up there, and the top cardinals and all that, you see how they all dress and shit? They're all Luciferians. They're all worshiping Lucifer. They had a telescope named Lucifer before, guys. The light bearer, get it? All the religions are of this world. They're man-made. God never wanted us to have any religions because he knew this would happen, because he knew Lucifer was here running around and what would happen. That's why you're not supposed to do any of that. There are no real true religions. There are no religions. You're not supposed to have any religions, guys. We're just supposed to follow the 10 commandments, love one another, and worship the one. There's only one God and that's it. That's it. All this extra shit is bullshit. All this extra shit. So what I'm trying to get at, guys, is with our organization, we have information. Now, you can believe this or not. You don't have to. Some of you will. Some of you are going to think I'm a wacko. But I'm going to start. Some of our information comes from actual. And I'm not saying I ever met one or anything like that I know of. Some of our information comes from actual fallen angels and actual real angels of the Lord. and actual real tried proven prophets, real prophet, tried and proven prophets of God. This is part of the information we get. I'm not telling you if I've ever been near a fucking angel. I'm not saying that I know of. There have been a couple in my life I've questioned, but that's another video. So this, and some of it is writings too, guys. We compile all this stuff, and it's all, and then AI sorts it out. We don't just take it from one part, because these fallen angels can be deceptive too. You understand? But they also feel like they share the information, but I guess that's some kind of, I don't know, fixes it with the universe kind of thing. So a lot of our information, I'm not talking about with Gypsy and shit, with all these other things I'm going to tell you about how shit works, because when you become a high-ranking Freemason or Scientologist, I know I'm scrambling around, but I'm trying to get this out, or you're what they call a prophet in the Mormon Church, high up, they're doing rituals and all that shit, guys. And they're hurting the children and all that. They're all doing that, guys, at the top of all of these. Jehovah's Witness, all of them, Scientology, Mormons, all of them. Not the regular people going, only the ones that get way high up. Okay? That's when you learn. Scientology, you got to pay your way up and do all these courses. It doesn't until they trust you and you paid enough money or you've gotten high enough of an organization. That's when you find out, okay, our God is the God on this earth and it's Lucifer. But then they also show you what we would consider like magic, the fallen angel technology. Okay? All the technology that we have here has always been here. They just, Lucifer and the angels, they release it little by little. Okay? That's a whole other video. Okay? So when you get high enough up, you start learning all the secrets of the universe and the esoteric secrets of the they say that wisdom of the ancients and all this shit. Okay? And they release that to you and you learn all this information. And that's also how they go along with a lot of the things. You're like, wow, Lucifer's the angel of light. He's a beautiful angel of light. Come here to enlighten us, right? That's how he ropes a lot of them in too, especially in the beginning. Oh, no. Our God is a mean, hateful God. He doesn't want us to do anything or have any fun or do anything like that. I came to the earth with my band of angels to help you people here on earth. That's why we're here. We're here to help you. Let me show you this technology. Look what we can do. How they know how to manipulate matter and because they know how the things work and manipulate energy and matter and all that. Okay? You have to understand, man, and I'll get into in other videos, how he's been here from the start and he's been able to run everything and manipulate everything. When it's him and a band of how many, I don't know, angels. And the world just started with a few people, guys. Right? And then after the flood, they came back out and started again. Okay? That's a whole nother video and I'll get into that. What I'm trying to tell you is this is where I get our information from. And I want to show you that people have told us all this on their deathbed, the information that they learned. This is the shit they tell them. The shit that's in the book of Enoch and the book of Jubilees and all that. That's why they left those books out. They don't want us to know this shit. Okay? Get the book of Enoch and see what's really going on. Okay? I want you to see, this is where I'm getting the information from, because I've been told I can start to depart some of this information to you. I'm going to start giving you some of the information that they call wisdom of the ancients and this esoteric knowledge that they keep hidden from everybody. The shit that they give Freemasons when they get way high up, and I'm going to start giving you that information little by little. Okay, guys? That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay? Because we get it many different ways. I'm telling you, we have information from writings, even, I guess, fallen angels, real angels, and there's a way that they can prove that they are too, guys. I got to go, man. I'm running out of time. I'll see you in the next video.